Welcome, welcome. How you guys doing this evening? Hope you guys doing wonderful. All right, so guys, this is open discussion, and we talk about different topics. Most of all, we talk about gardening, health. We do a lot of discussion on that. So we come with an open mind and we just having conversation. We're not discriminating. We're not taking what a person think. We're not going to discourage them from their thinking, but at the same time, we are free to just express. And from everyone expressing their thoughts and what they think, we all learn from that because sometimes a few words can make a difference in our life. Yes. So how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys doing wonderful. Tonight, supposed to have a special guest tonight, but they say they can come on a little later. So meanwhile, I'm gonna just carry on. I'm gonna carry on from here. So I'm gonna just talk a little about gardening. These days, I mostly want to hear what people got to say about gardening because, I mean, it's so much I have learned this year. Why I learned so much this year? Because I plant a lot of different plants. I try a lot of different things. And as usual, I as a person who like to do my own little research in the garden. So while I'm doing research in the garden, I have learned so much. There's so much to learn in garden. It take a lifetime and more to gain all that knowledge, because you never stop learning. And the same with life. With life, you never stop learning. We learn every day from different things, different aspects, different people, different opinion. We learn something every day. So that's why having an open mind is good, because that's how you learn. When you close up your mind, ain't much to learn, because you hold on to whatever you've been taught and conform it as fact. So now that's your truth. I can't knock you for that. That's what you want to do. You do your thing. Yes, because like I said, I'm not here to make anybody feel uncomfortable. On this platform, we're here to make everyone comfortable and have a decent conversation like men and women. You know what I'm saying? Grown up conversation. I mean, the kids can learn as well. Yes, so how you guys doing? What's going on? How was your week? What did you learn in your garden this week? What have you missing in your life? What have you? I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things we missing, we gaining. I mean, but this is how life operates. Um, it might sound funny, but I observe nature and even my garden as I look at it and I learn about life. I did a video about a uku plant. This is such an amazing thing to me for what I see happen with this uku plant. There's a uku plant. I have a uku plant, and what happened is the uku plant grow up and produce ukus. But I never picked 2 okras it produced. But I never pick them. I leave them. And what happened is the okras produce 2 and they dry. And I never pick them. I still leave them. You know what happened? Some of the seed drop out from the okra pod. And when they drop out on the okra pod, guess what happened? They start bursting up. So young okra plant start bursting up. That is one of the most amazing thing I saw for a long time. The okra plant produce, then it dry, then it drop the seeds, and the seeds start growing. It's amazing. I don't know how anybody see that, but to me, that's amazing. And that's how, these are ways I look into life. And these are ways how I observe life, how things happen. Some people grow old and leave their generation behind growing. That okra tree grow old, produce and drop the seed, and young ones start growing. So these things are amazing to me, man. I don't know for you guys, but right now, man, I want you guys to go into your garden on early morning. If you're walking and you leave home in the morning and it's dark, I understand. But in the early morning is one of the best time to go in your garden. In the early morning, even before the birds. Yeah, even before the birds. If you can get in there before the birds, and then the birds meet you, that will be amazing. Trust me. There's a lot of things we don't really understand because we never try to experience anything. Because of, when you grow up a certain way, you believe it's truth and it's facts, and you really don't need to know. Oh, I don't need to hear nothing from you because, you don't know what you're talking about. But sometimes you may be wrong. Sometimes people know exactly what they're talking about. Why? Because they had their experience. And because they had that experience, they know exactly what they're talking about. So yes, people, blessing, love to each and every one of you. Even to the people who will be watching this live after, maybe next week, maybe next year. Peace, love, and blessing to you. And I got to say, man, shout out to all the people who putting in the work, not just in the garden, who waking up and go to work, who providing for their family, who keeping that roof over the head. Shout out to you because, man, it ain't easy. And as we see, time is getting tougher and tougher and tougher. So what we gonna do, man? So we got to get back into this place where we got to make ourselves comfortable. However you can make yourself comfortable, make yourself comfortable. All right? We know not everybody gonna have the time for do gardening. But whatever you're doing to keep that roof over your head, shout out to you, man. Because it's important. That roof is important. The food is also important. And we see food today skyrocketing. I remember a few years ago, well, some years gone by, if you go in the supermarket with $20, you could have come out with 2 bags full with stuff. Now $100, $150 is what you're going to be walking out in your hand, $200. So time has changed. Everything has changed. And we all know that everything is changing. So what's your plan? What you gonna do? We also got to have our survival plan as well. Like I said, guys, now is not the time to hate you and your neighbor not talking and you and your neighbor not friends and this kind of thing. Because you never know. What if you tumble down in your yard and the only person see you is your neighbor? I mean, what you gonna do? So be aware of these things. Yes, guys. So tonight I supposed to have a special guest, a book writer, but supposed to come about 9, 9:30 around there. Maybe in the next hour time. Depends on how things going. So I'm gonna just keep it going and going. Shout out to each and every one of you. Yeah, guys, I now have some lemongrass. I'm not sure if you guys can see. A nice bunch of lemongrass. These lemongrass, what I'm going to do, well, they call them fever grass as well. But they smell just like lemon. Okay, so I have a big tree and I cut a whole bungle. A whole bungle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to boil this, maybe dry it and just boil it. Every day I drink a cup of lemongrass tea, you know. I also now harvest. I was walking around the garden and I now harvest a bowl of herbs. I have sage, I have rosemary, I have basil, I have peppermint. I mean, it's amazing, guys, when you can just walk outside and harvest some fresh, lovely herbs. It's amazing. I enjoy it and I love it because it's fresh. Nothing added to it. Fresh rosemary, and we also have some nice fresh sage as well. All these are sage. Nice fresh sage. Yeah, so herbs is something I recommend everybody, whoever growing herbs. I recommend herbs, even food. Even food. I recommend herbs as don't you know fertilizer around your herbs. Don't you chemical around your herbs. The herbs is the healing of the nation. All these herbs is the healing of the nation. Rosemary, sage, whatever, man. Lemongrass, all these things is the healing. So when you put these chemical around them, you're defeating the purpose. When you want healing from these herbs, they got to grow naturally. Yes, you want them to grow naturally. So whatever you desire from them to heal you, you're going to get it. You're going to get it, guys. Grow your food natural. Look, I do not use chemical. I do not use these kind of stuff. But at the same time, my garden produce food every day that I can go in that garden and get food to cook every day. Every day. That's a blessing to me. And I did not throw anything around their room. I know I did a video, guys, a shorts, my pepper tree. is 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall, growing from natural resource, leaves, grass, rotten tree trunks. Growing from that, grow pepper 7 feet tall. If you guys really want to check out my videos, there's a lot of tricks I put into these videos where you can definitely. Hey Clipty, what's up? Hey Mama Bargain, how you doing? Thank you guys for being here. Oh, circle of life. Yes, the okra plant is definitely circle of life because it dropped those seeds on the ground. It get old and it drop those seeds on the ground and new plants start. Yes, that's the circle of life. Yes, so what I'm talking about is the pepper, right? The pepper grows right now, they're at 6 feet tall and they're now producing peppers. So it's no, not 6 feet, 7 feet. So we know they're gonna even grow taller. So now I gotta be staking it up, putting stake all around it that I can that when the wind blow and the rain come, it ain't gonna break the limb. So it's a blessing, man. Hey, Urban Gardening, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Hey, Everyday Life of an OC District, thank you for being here. Just leaving my garden, heading in the house. I'll be back shortly. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. No problem. I thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, guys. So when you go back to my videos and them, especially in the spring, I was, hey, hands in the dirt, how you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Yeah, when you go back in the spring, I was doing a lot of talking about planting and the soil. I remember I was always talking about peppers. I talk about peppers a lot. I talk about peppers a lot. I even talk about, I'm expecting to see you guys pulling down pepper to pick peppers because I already know it happens every year for me. I grow 7 feet tall pepper tree every year, so I already know what's gonna happen. So when I talk about these things, it's basically for give you guys insight, not to tell you how to plant your pepper plant. It's just to give you an insight. Try it and see what could happen. You'll be surprised. And like I'm saying, don't try to just deal with the natural stuff, man. You, like for instance, if you're doing the fall garden, right? I'm not doing fall garden because my garden's still full of food. And most of these food gonna be lasting, going down in October, November. So the okra, they're gonna be continuing. The pepper, the dasheen, the edos, all these things is food. So my thing is, in the fall, winter, I don't like to plant anything. The only thing I like to plant is some garlic and maybe some onion. What I do, I use the winter to build the soil. You know, I've been doing this for years, guys, so I have an idea about this. All I'm telling you, try it. Don't stop doing what you're doing because you got to do what you're doing so you could experience and learn even more. But sometimes a little idea from someone else could take you to another path. You know what I'm saying? Because I might be growing this way and You might be growing this way, but we all could share something with each other. We all could say, okay, all right, yes, well, I do it this way. You could say, well, I do it this way. Right there, you learn something new. So always don't believe, damn, I'm going to just, because listen to me, guys. Hold on. Hello, Cassandra South Fulton Garden. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes. Listen to me. I developed a lot of garden skills. Not now. I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. And I'm still learning up to 30. So I have these older guys that I used to be in the mountain with and my father, who used to teach me a lot of things, and I used to be watching them. So because of that, I have gained some knowledge from that. I have gained some knowledge from that, and then I use my own experiment and my learning from other people. So I did not gain this knowledge from myself. I gain it from other people. So now I'm just trying to share that everybody could graph a little. You know what I'm saying? Hey David, how you doing? Thank you for being here, man. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, Lascious Johnny, how you doing? Yes, guys. So when you talk about gardening, man, it's a process. It's a process, and you got to open up your mind to new things, because the thing about it, you learn something every day you go in that garden. I know everybody up in here is gardeners, and I know everybody up in here learns something every day when they go in the garden. You know, years gone by, guys, years gone by, I remember when I used to plant cabbage, right? I mean, the thing about it with me, right? If I plant cabbage in August, somehow they come in and bolt on me. So I don't really get no cabbage. But someone told me maybe I'm planting the cabbage too early. So try October. Instead of August, try October. So you see, no, I decided I wasn't planting no cabbage. But guess what? I'm going to try a few October and see what could happen. Usually, is if I plant them in January. When I plant cabbage in January, they do wonderful. But if I plant them in August, they bolt and turn seed. So someone tell me, try October. So if I was stubborn, I would have said, man, please, I'm not even trying. But because they tell me that, I say, you know what, I'm going to try just to see. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try some October, some November, some December, just a few of them. And this is how I could know if I really need to plant in the November or October or December or January. This is how we learn. We learn from doing different things, trying different things. Look again. You know what, guys? I get some black-eyed peas from a farmer's market. A guy had some black-eyed peas in a bag, right? Selling them. And I say, you know what? Let me buy some of these black-eyed peas. And I buy some of the black-eyed peas. I buy some of the black-eyed peas and I plant them. And right now, this thing is growing lovely. And this is my first time planting black-eyed peas. So we just got to try. We just got to try, do different things, try to experiment different things. Just do, because this is how you get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their own way of doing gardening, but you could learn something from someone else. So don't close up your mind and believe you don't need to do that. Sometimes we all need to do that. Open up, because I'm still learning, and that not because I doing garden for so long, meaning I'm not gonna listen to someone. No, because this is how I get better. Over the years, I was listening, I was watching, I was paying attention. So now when I apply them, I'm see they working. So all I'm doing is share some information. But I don't know if you guys, whoever was following me from, I'm talking about this year, who was following and watch from while I'm preparing the soil, while I'm planting, and was even listening to what I'm saying and seeing what's going on in my garden today, they will see the garden is proving its own self. Not me. The garden is proving. I already put in the work in the garden. And guys, let me tell you something as well. The time you want to put into your garden is when the plant is young. When the plant is young, pay all the attention you can to these plants. Because that's what, just like the baby, the baby need all the attention in the world, right? The baby need attention. It's the same thing with your plants. The young one need attention. We have something we just do, we just mold up around the root. Like we saw, especially the young plant. We soften up around the root so the plant, the young root can able to push out and grow, especially when it rains. Because when it's rain, you got to understand, when it's rain, it's like magic happen. When it rain, it's like magic happen to these plants, because what happens is they're just shooting, they're just growing. So while they're just growing, you got to come and soften the root, because these roots start pushing out young roots. And by pushing out young roots, while you're covering them, the plant's going to keep growing. But if you allowing these young roots, these young white roots, to stay on the surface of the ground, and then the sun come and start shining, the sun could kill those roots on the top. This is the next thing why I always talk about deep. Now, I'm growing pepper trees 7 feet tall and still growing, right? Classic Solution, salute, man. How you doing, man? Thank you for being here. Just think about it for a moment. Just think about what I'm saying for 1 second. For a moment, right? If you planting pepper trees 7 feet tall, right? You growing pepper trees 7 feet tall, right? If you did not plant those pepper trees a certain way, when the wind blow, you know what would happen? Even when the rain fall, when the wind and the rain fall, it would have blown the pepper tree down. Why it would have blown the pepper tree down? Because the root is right up on the surface. So just think about that for a moment and see if it makes sense of planting deep or not. Everything I plant, I choke them deep. The only thing I do not choke deep is onion, garlic, maybe radish, like those little things, radish and with the other one name. I don't plant them deep because you don't need to plant them deep. But when you talk about tomatoes, pepper, fruit trees, okra trees, man, name it. Even the squash, I choke them deep. Even the squash, I choke deep. The herbs, I choke deep. Everything. When you choke them deep, believe it or not, you get greater result from them. They produce a lot more. My pepper tree them does produce for months. Months, just keep going. Keep going until the frost come and hit them. So it's just about ways to grow your food, man. Don't start growing your food how you growing it, but you could always learn something from someone else. You could always learn something from someone else. We have Lashos, we have David, we have Hands in the Door, Cassandra, South Fulton. I mean, most people up in here is in gardening. Classic Solution, no, I don't think you do gardening, but what you doing something that we all can learn from as well. So it's not just about gardening. Life is about a lesson, and we learn each and every day. We learn from everybody, but sometimes you gotta just pick sense out of nonsense and see what you understand. Pick sense out of nonsense. Yeah. So how you guys doing? How your garden doing? What's going on? What did you harvest? You don't know what you're doing? Nah, I don't think so, man. You know what you're doing. Hands in the door. Nah, everybody know what they're doing. We all just do things maybe slightly different, but at the end of the day, we learn from each and every one. You know what I'm saying? I watch your video, I learn things from you. I watch other video, I learn things. Why you think I plant so much different plants this year? I plant a lot of plants I plant this year I never plant before. But I try because I see other people growing them. So I say, you know what? Let me try some of these plants. Simple Soto Boutique. How you doing? Thank you for being here. It is hot. Harvest squash every other day. All right, that's wonderful. Yeah. Harvesting squash every other day. Man, that's wonderful. I like that. I like that. Hell yeah, we learn from each other. You know, the thing about it is, you know, the way I grow food, I grow, you know, a different way. But sometimes I still watch how other people do their thing because because what happened was I used to only plant certain food, and you know, I'm not planting this, I'm not planting that. But by watching other people, it really made me start many amount of stuff I plant this year, different things. I never plant them before. You know what I'm saying? So by watching other people, it kind of motivate you and say, yes, I should try this, man. I should try this. And that's how I add to my seed collection this year. And I plant so many, listen to me, it's so many different things I have planted this year. It ain't no joke. So many different. And you know, I could go in the garden and harvest every day. I plant so much okra trees. I don't know, you guys mightn't see the amount of okra trees I have, right? The amount of okra trees I have, they're producing so fast that when I pick from these today, I can go and pick from them today. I can pick from them over here tomorrow. So basically, and you know, when okra trees start producing, these things last, they don't stop. You got to be up in the garden for like every 2 days. You up in the garden. Every 2 days you got to be. If you ain't up in there, they get hard, and now you got to leave them for seed. A lot of mine get hard because I wasn't up in there every 2 days. Sometimes I go 3 days. And when I go, bram, they get hard on me already. So okra is something you got to know how much you're planting, and you got to make sure you able to go in that garden on a regular basis, because you can lose a lot of okra. My base of growing garden is based on my grandparents and great uncle did, and I have built my garden style from that and what I learn now. That's same thing with me. Same thing with me. Is from those them older people, because I used to be, I used to love to go in the mountain, man. I used to love to go in the mountain because the cooking. Sometimes they cook crab and lobster. They go hunt, cook crab and lobster, and the cooking and the talking and the planting. So everybody having jokes while everybody having fun, and the digging, the plowing, and I always stand up and watching. I always stand up and looking at them and the way I see they do it. And one day I could never forget, man. One day I asked my father, I said, Dad, why, how you don't wet your plant? You never wet your plant. Why? He said, son, if you really know how to plant, you don't need to wet your plant. Because a Jew come down every morning and wet these plants. And if you plant them deep, just like what I'm saying today, if you plant them deep, it takes time for the sun to hit their root down to the bottom. So meanwhile the rain is not coming, the roots still have some moisture. So when so even the sun penetrating it not hitting, so it still have time. So when the rain come and soak it again, and what he tell me makes a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense, because like today, I do not wet plants. The only how I will wet my plants is if I know plant them. Like if I know plant them and I realize the sun is penetrating, then I'll say, you know what? Let me go and get some. Let me go and get some water for them. But once these plants start growing, pushing out new leaves, green, when your plants start growing, they have a special look they give. That indicates I'm good. I can make it on my own now. These plants push off a certain, the plants push off a certain color that indicate that they catch, the root catch, and they start growing. So there's a lot of things in the garden you can learn, man. And this is why you got to pay attention up inside around your plants them. I remember, right? I used to rotate my crops them, right? Like if I plant the pepper this year, I'm gonna plant something else that year. Then I'm gonna plant, rotate the crop. And I keep rotating the crop until I realize which plant does better in which area. So from the time I realize that, I stop rotate. I start planting them where they do better. So you see, it's about experiment. It's about learning about your plant. It's about where the sun shines most. And for the new gardeners, like people who now trying to start a garden, before you start planting anything, Good night, the Backyard Life HWGSC. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Yeah. So the garden, you have to pay attention to your plants, knowing where the sun shines most. Like for the new gardeners, guys, you're supposed to walk out in your garden before you plant anything. You walk out in your garden and you look at the sun. I think is really wise to do these things for a new gardener. I really do. So sometimes we try to rush it and try to, and so, sometimes we go ahead of ourselves. So by you studying and you looking at the sun, where the sun shines most, then you think about which plant really loves sunlight. Which plant loves 6 to 7, 8 hours of sunlight? Which plant loves the cooler place? Once you have these things covered, you're ready to go. Because every plant, I'm telling you, in every garden, there's plants that love the hot sun. There's plants that love the cool sun, the cooler areas. So if you plant a plant that loves hot sun in a cool area, it's not going to do well. It's not going to do well. Then if you plant the plant that loves cool area in the hot sun, it's not going to do well. All right, let me check this out, right? When we check about spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, when we check about these plants, even garlic and onion, right? When we check about these plants, what happens is they love cold weather. And when you plant them in the cooler weather, what happens? They barely produce anything. But plant them in the cool weather and you're going to see. They love the cool weather. So this is why I'm saying it's always good to check your plant out and study them. Or you could go through the years of rotating. It's either you study them or you could go through the years of rotating them and see where it works. So it's what you decide. Yeah, that's true. Where you plant is very important according to the variety. Yes, it is. It definitely is, because, and this is what does happen to a lot of us as well. What does happen? Because we did not do our research on the plant, right? And we just planted anyway. Then we notice the plant not really doing well. Then sometimes we run and we throw fertilizer around it because it's not doing well. But that's not what the plant really needs. Sometimes it needs more sunlight. Sometimes it getting too much sunlight. You know? More sunlight, too much sunlight can be a problem to your plant. So it's a process. Gardening is a process. It's not gonna get it overnight. You're just gonna get better and better and better. That's how it is. Then let me talk about the soil for a minute. Let me talk about soil for a minute. Right? The soil. I don't know. Well, everybody have their own way, and not everybody have the access to certain things. So you just got to use what you have, man. You just use what you can. But the way I see it, right? The way I see it like, if you really want to start a garden, a long-term garden, not if you're just trying to chuck 2 little stuff there. I'm talking about a backyard garden or whatever you're trying to do. But you're doing it on a long-term scale. You just want to plant and enjoy your food that you plant. I think it might sound crazy, but you just have to have patience. Have some patience and build your soil. Have a little patience and build your soil. It's not going to happen overnight. But within a year or two, if you do it the right way, you could create something that you yourself can't believe. You yourself can't believe. Like for instance, I hardly plant a plant and it die. This is the truth. Almost everything I chuck in the soil grow and produce well. Because your soil is important. The soil is important, guys. The soil is the life of the plant. And whatever you feed the soil with, that's exactly what the soil is feeding the plant with. So your little leaves, let me tell you, I just take those dry leaf, and just mix them with the dirt and plant. Sometimes while I'm planting, I'm seeing whole leaf, but I'm still planting. The leaf that I put, sometimes the leaf I put in the winter, sometimes in the spring. That sometimes the leaf ain't breakdown as yet, but I'm still planting. Because guess what? That leaf gonna break down in time for the following year. You see? So this is how you create this compost that gonna be so rich continuously, because you feed in your soil every year and you understand? So it's gonna continue. Because if you do not feed your soil, the soil could start to get weak. So you have to feed your soil, but feed it with natural thing. I planted callaloo. I can't wait to try it. When you plant the Jamaican callaloo, because Jamaican, they have a plant with Jamaica. We have a plant that they call callaloo, right? And out of the edos and out of the dasheen, the young leaf, when they cook it up, they call it callaloo as well. Yes. Also, you never tried? Man, it tastes good, man. Both of them taste good. You know what? I have a sorrel tree. I have a sorrel tree, big sorrel tree. But I'm kind of wondering, I don't know if I'm going to be getting any sorrel from it, for real. Okay. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Okay, so you can't wait to it. Oh man, I could imagine. I can imagine. Yes, I can imagine. They taste good, man. They taste really good. And the other one, right, where you get the dashing leaf and these things, right? These you cook them just like how you cook collard greens. Yeah. You see, just like how you cut up the collard greens and cook them and with a boil. It's nice, man. It's nice. It's nice. I have 9. Are you serious? You know, I set some seed and they was taking forever for boss, right? And I say, man, maybe the seed them ain't good. And I turn over the container. I turn over the container, and when I do look, I see the thing growing up. Small, one of them grow. So I take it and I transplant it fast. So only one I have. Also, I have 9 sorrel trees. I had 10. Oh, you had 10 and one die. Okay, that man. I hope you could get some sorrel before the frost hit you, man. 'Cause I'm hoping to. My tree is big, but I don't know if I'm gonna able to get any sorrel from it. Because I had one time. I even had I had one with some pigeon peas growing one time. And the pigeon peas had on blossom. Man, I was so excited. And the frost come and dry down everything, man. So the thing about pigeon peas, I think you got to start them indoors. I really think so. If you live in where you're gonna feel the winter, it's best you do them indoors and bring them out early spring, because they need at least 6 months to really start producing peas. And within that time, if you do it too late, the frost could come and hit them. It happened to me, man. Me too. I hope I get some blooms. No, yeah, my name bloom yet, man. I can't wait, man, because I remember making sorrel juice. We used to have lots of sorrel growing up. Father used to plant lots of sorrel. And you were able to drink sorrel juice, and man, it used to nice. So I can't wait. That I'm hoping that I can get the harvest this year and able to save some seed. For real. Hey, Mama J, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I have pigeon peas. I will start them indoors. That's what Dan told me to do. Yeah, it's honestly, it's the best thing to do. Start them indoors. My experience make I know that, because what happened is I did plant mine outdoor, and listen me, these things grow so tall and had on so much blossom. I was so excited, and the frost come and hit me. I was so, man, I really wanted to eat some of them peas. Mama G, I have never had sorrel juice. Really? That's a nice juice, Mama G. Yes. You want to come and talk? You want to come and chat for a while? All right. Let me put in the link. All right. The link is there, Mama J, if you want to come up. I mean, you could come up and chat. I suppose to have a special guest tonight as well. So we see about that. Hi, OG. OG. Well, I gotta get adjust to the name. No more OG Willis, is OG Living Life. Thank you for being here. What's going on? Hello, Everyday Life and OC District. Thank you for being here. Yes. Yes, so sorrel juice, man, I used to love. But here, when we used to get sorrel juice, oh, you know what? We used to have a sorrel, yeah, late in the year. And then for Christmas, we used to have sorrel juice. Like, man, we used to have lots of sorrel juice. Sorrel juice is delicious. It really is. I'm just hoping that I can get some. Because if I can get some, then I will able to save some seed as well. And in October, I'm gonna have a giveaway. Like I said, I'm gonna have a giveaway where I'm gonna give somebody a bunch of seeds. Basically, seeds from a few seeds from every plant I have. All the okra, all the different variety of okra, the tomatoes. Because right now, guys, I'm saving tomato seed. I'm saving seed already. I don't know about you guys. What you guys doing? I hope you guys saving some seeds. Hi, Mama G, how you doing?
I'm great. Can you see me?
Yes, I'm seeing. You gotta come over a little, but I'm hearing you.
I have never been online. Wow.
So really glad to have you here. What's going
Thank
on?
you. Everything. Getting ready for the fall now. And I just left from digging in our dirt.
All right, all right, all right. I see you having some wonderful harvest over there.
Oh, thank you so very much for supporting me. In fact, I really have to have some sorrel juice. I've heard so much about it. Um, I'd like to try that.
No, it's us. It's. I don't know if I don't know for everybody, but I know for me, I love it. Wait, okay. Let me see where Everyday Life said. Did the sorrel juice have a little something special in it during the holidays? Yes, that's when I don't know, but that's when we used to drink it a lot. My it's like in the Christmas, they will make a whole big container and you just drinking sorrel juice. I used to love it. I'm still
Okay.
loving it.
Mm. Whoa, hello everyone out there. I'm so excited. Oh, I gotta tell you something. May I tell you something just for a second?
Yes, go ahead.
I reached 500 subscribers tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember, I remember last year when I was telling you, you're gonna get to, you were saying you can't wait to get 500, and I say
Yes,
you
you did.
will get there.
Yes, you did.
Remember?
Yes, you did.
Yes,
Yes, you did. Yes, you
yes.
did. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need that encouragement. I really enjoy, spreading the word about gospel, the scripture, and cooking, and of course, gardening. I really do. I enjoy that.
All
I'm
right.
thankful for the platform to be able to spread that word. Thank you so very much, Nikki. Nikki said, "Congratulations to me."
Congrats. Yes, 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 yes. Who else up in here almost reached 500? Or trying, who up in here and reach, or who trying to get to 1,000? You know, check out each other, guys. Check out each other channel. You know, everybody up in here trying to push the word, some kind of message, either gardening, whatever. We can learn something from each other. So we supporting each other. I know Miss Audrey Willis now start her channel as well. Everyday life of an OC district. She have a channel, hands in the door. I mean, Cassinja, South Fulton, Mama J, Urban Gardening. Just keep doing all it. Just keep we doing wonderful. We
Thank
might
you.
yes, we mightn't believe the marvelous thing job we're doing, but we're doing something good. Because at the end of the day, we out here creating this content that somebody could learn something from. You know what I'm saying? So whatever we're doing and we're doing something positive, not something negative. Yes. So Mama J, what you got to say? What you want to talk about?
Oh, I'm just so I have one more announcement if I may share it.
All
I'm
right.
not certain if anyone saw the news on, I think it was August the 7th. My area nominated me as a hometown hero. and they had channel 6 news, ABC News, come to my home and interview me and a number of my neighbors, um, just talking about things that I've done, supporting them during what we may call hard times now, but I'm sure we've seen harder times. Um, and so that was really fantastic to be raised up that way, if I may. I'm just so grateful to God, but I'm not certain if anyone was able to see it. Some people saw it, because they sent me a notification, to congratulate me from the YouTube world. So I
Oh,
just wanted to
wow.
share that.
That's
That was quite.
amazing.
I'm still a little high off of that, if I may put it like that.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
happy for you. I saw you. I think I met you last year when
Yes,
you
you
were
did.
posting those video, and I did remember when you say, you're trying to get to 500, and I remember I
Yes.
tell you, you will get there.
Thank
All you
you.
gotta do, keep posting your videos.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
I start from one. I remember when I didn't have no subscribers.
Hmm.
And over the years, it keep adding, it keep adding. You know what I mean? So all you got to do, just keep do what you're doing, keep pushing your channel, keep showing people, because people, especially now, people
Right.
very interested in learning. This is the
Right.
information age where a lot of people interested in learning. So when you
Uh-oh, Scott, I lost him. Oh, okay.
oh you go okay, all right. I don't know what happened, Mama J. Yes, guys. So, well, congratulations to Mama J for reaching 500 subscribers and for what they has nominated. I mean, your hard work pays off. Sometimes we believe people not watching, but we be surprised the people that really watching our channel. You know, a few people reach out to me. I didn't even know these people even watching my channel. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes just do what you're doing, man. Keep pushing, keep do what you're doing. Urban Gardening Chronicles, I think she at three something now. She trying to get to 500. You're gonna get there, believe it or not. Sometimes it may seems like, man, it taking forever, but once you get over that 250, 300, you're gonna get to five, then you're gonna go and hit that 1,000, then you're gonna, you know what I mean? So just give yourself courage and don't discourage yourself at all. All right, Mama J, everybody congratulate you. That's wonderful. That's what we're here for, supporting each other, man. Yeah, the truth is you never know who is watching your channel. That's the honest truth. You just never know. Just keep posting your part, especially, you know, when you with this channel, right? The positivity that flows in a channel, especially when you're trying to, teach, not even just teach, enlighten people that them could see, man, I can do it. That really means a lot. That means a lot. Hello, Moya Ways, how you doing? Thank you for being here. That's all we got to do, man. Just keep do what you're doing. Post your videos. You you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Some people, if you listen to a lot of people's story, a lot of people Bless up, bless up, blessings. Yes, if you listen to a lot of people's story, a lot of people, they say take them years before them really get there. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. It ain't got to take you years. You just got to, your videos got to just meet that audience. So congratulations again to you, Mama J. Keep posting, keep posting. All right, guys. So how was your week? What's going on, guys? I've been talking about my gardening. Wait, okay, hold on. The link, okay. Yes, how the garden going? How you guys garden going? Let me know. Talk to me. How was harvest this week? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. I have a guest supposed to come on. Let me see. Yes, guys. Okay. So yes, I try to. I mean, anyone wanna come and basically have a conversation with me can always let me know. It's no problem. But I'm trying to bring. I bring people that can help share some. I'm watching you. All right. Yes. Yes. So it's still about sharing information, and sometimes people, we have people out here who have a lot of things to share and just need to be heard. So I don't mind bringing a person to be heard, share their information. You know what I'm saying? I'm harvesting a lot. I've been making pickles from my cucumber. Oh wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love that. Okay, let me put the chat. All right. Copy. All right. Food and TV World Network. Can you click the link that I now post in the comment? Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right, guys. I have a special guest here tonight. Well, I'm gonna wish she introduce herself. I'm gonna wish she introduce herself. I'm not even gonna introduce her. Let she introduce herself. Did your guest from last week start this channel? No, he ain't started yet, but I'm gonna be on him. I'm still trying to start a new garden, learn about being a content creator. I honestly feel like being in the wood. No, you're gonna get there, Miss Orgy. I definitely enjoy processing my planting of seed to plant. All right, all right. Okay, guys. I'm going to introduce, I'm going to bring on the guest now and let you introduce herself and let's have a conversation. All
Greetings,
right.
blessings. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I am blessed. I cannot complain. I am
All
blessed.
right. That's
Glad to
awesome.
be on. Thank you for inviting me on your show. I've
Awesome.
watched it several times, and I've actually learned a lot. I
Thank
had
you.
yeah. I started gardening this year for the first time, and my zucchini plants died. And then I watched your one of your episodes that you did on the zucchinis, and I see why mine's died, but it's okay. I'll try it again next year. I'm not gonna stop or quit. I'm gonna try them again next year. But my name is
Definitely.
Tina. My YouTube channel is Food in the Word Network. So, Food in the Word Network is an inspirational channel. So, on my channel, I share inspiration from the Word of God, and then we cook different some of our favorite recipes while we're sharing the Word. So, we have Cooking with Kina. I also have a cooking show with kids that's called Cooking with Kids, where young cooks can come on and learn about the Word of God and cook as well. So, I'm also an author. I have a book that kind of spun from my show. It's called Food and the Word, and so Food and the Word, it is an inspirational cookbook. So not only does it has great recipes, it also has inspiration from the Word of God. Because I don't know about you, but I need food and the Word in order for me to survive, and that's a part of my life is the Word. So, but I'm excited about being on the show. Like I was saying, I had started gardening this year. A friend of mine had been trying to get me to garden for the last 3 years. And every year I was like, oh, I'll start next year. It's too late. Then I was like, oh, I'll start the next year. And then so this year she came to me and she said, I want you to do a special project with me. I said, okay. She said, we're going to get some buckets and I'll tell you what to get. And the special project was gardening. And so I in my garden, I have some mini bell peppers. So my bell peppers have actually been doing good. So the little mini red and green bell peppers, they have been doing good. And I'm here in Texas. And then I had cucumbers. My cucumbers was doing really good, but then I don't know what happened. They died because here it for some reason had started getting real hot, and I don't know why my cucumbers died, but they died off. I planted some new seeds out because I'm not gonna give up. But then I also have like collard greens. I have mustard greens. I have Brussels sprouts. I have some tomatoes. So those are some of the things that I have right now. And so I'm just thinking about what do I need to plant next, because this is my first time gardening. And my friend, she mostly she'll start now and garden and she don't garden no more to next year. But I want to just garden all year round because
Right.
it saves me from having to go to the store. And a lot of stuff that I planted, that's what I eat all the time. So when I want a bell pepper, I just go outside and pull a couple of them off my tree, and I'm cooking fresh bell peppers, organic food, and it tastes so much better. Even the cucumbers. I think I seen someone in the chat saying something about they was making pickles. I had made like some little bread and butter cucumbers. We cut them up and put them in a jar, and they was real good. It just tastes so much different, and you know where your food is coming from. You know it doesn't have anything added to it, that no one's putting extra stuff in there to make it blow up. Because when I was looking at my cucumbers versus the one I see at the store, I'm like, why do ones at the store look like this and mine look like this? So I said, well, mine's organic, so I don't know what they doing to the ones at the store, but I'd rather have mine now, So, but my greens and stuff have been doing really good. My Brussels sprouts, they have, they've been growing. They have a lot of leaves on them, but I haven't had actually get the plant, the little sprout part haven't came up yet. So, but I'm just excited, and so I'm next time, I'm thinking about extending my garden and just putting more stuff out there. I see you it's like you got a big field, so my whole next time you talk to me, my whole backyard might be a garden because and oh, also I bought a little lemon tree. So I bought
Okay.
a lemon tree. So I'm excited about the lemon tree that I bought as well. And then I have like basil and thyme and oregano. So I'm excited, I'm
That's good.
excited.
You see, I know harvest. Let me see. You see him? Or not, I don't know.
I see, not really. I really can. Oh yeah, I can see now. Oh
No,
yeah,
I know. This is fresh herb, basil, all different kind of herbs. I mean, you know how good that is
yeah.
to just walk outside and
And
have it
just
from
get your
fresh
stuff.
herbs.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling one of my friends. I said, I'm so excited about this gardening that this is something that I'm gonna do. I'm like, I'm so glad she kept staying on me to make me make time to do it. And now I get out there, I talk to my plants, and get out there, because I'm learning that sometimes some plants need a little bit more water than the other ones for some reason.
Yeah,
You got to learn your plants. So some need a little
yeah.
more water, others don't. Also, I planted some. I think it was some peas I planted, and they're growing up real big. So I'm like, some need a little bit more water, and I'm learning to pay attention to the different ones and to see what works well here in my garden in Texas. And again, that's going to save me from going to the store. I love being able to go outside and just, like go out there and get a bell pepper. So I'm thinking about, I'm gonna do some onions too, because I cook with a lot of bell pepper. My daughter said I don't cook nothing without onions and bell pepper, so so I need to plant some onions too.
Well, that's good. Well, it's good to hear someone encourage you into growing planting your own food, and you get connected with that and now you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a one honestly, it really is a wonderful thing to be doing because it comes with so many different benefits.
Yeah.
You learn so much. You, like you were saying, the food tastes so different.
It's so different.
Sometimes a lot of these food that we purchase,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes these food on ice for months.
Yeah.
So basically, it's basically the freezer already suck. What
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Whatever out of them. So it's like they're not even food anymore.
Yeah.
But when you're able to go in that garden and pick something and just straight to the kitchen and just cook, it's
Just
really
straight to the
it's
kitchen.
amazing.
And I watched the one you did recently about the okra. So that's one thing I'm gonna plant next. And you like when you pop the little end,
Yes,
your okra's ready. So
yes.
I go through and watch. I'm like, let me see what he planting that I want to plant, so I can make sure,
You see,
I can
the,
learn.
the thing with okra, right? What happened with the okra? Once you pop it and it pop right off,
Hmm.
it's good. When I say it's good, meaning it still have the juice,
Hmm.
the inside of it. Once you see it in popping, it dries out. It's just for seeds now.
Hmm.
So this is why with okra you got to make sure every 2 days. Once you have okra producing and very often, you got to be in the garden every 2 days because if you wait 3 and 4 days, by the time you get there, it already get hard.
Hmm.
So now you got to basically leave it for seeds. I mean, I sure you have people who cook the seeds. I'm
Hmm.
sure there's people who do that. But at that time, the okra does get too dry.
Hmm.
The best time is when it's young and they pop that and they see it pop, you good to go.
Yeah. And I watched the one where you cut the potatoes up and you made the big circle. I want to plant some potatoes too. I'm like, hey, we're gonna have everything back here because I'm like, we're not gonna be going. Just imagine if something happened and you can't get to the store. You gonna
Right.
starve to death when you just put it in your backyard and grow, or put it if you don't have a backyard, if you have a patio or something, those little buckets, and just try to grow what you can. So I think it's really important, and you're doing a great job. And I enjoy watching your videos because I learned so much. I'm
Thank
like,
you. I
man.
appreciate
I was telling my daughter, I'm like, now I was like, I know why the zucchinis died. They they wasn't getting no air, you know. I had like maybe one or two zucchinis that grew and they was big and beautiful. And then next thing you know, my plant died. I'm like, what happened to my zucchinis? But I know next time.
Yeah. The thing, what I learned about zucchini plant, what I've learned, they love a lot of sun.
Hmm.
They love a lot of sun, and is sometimes you got to prune them because they push up so many leaves sometimes. You know, sometimes when you cut a zucchini leaf, you just see water pouring out of that leaf. That will tell you how much water they hold. So they need to be in that sun where the sun penetrating them. If you have them in too much shade, they're gonna start rotting. Sometimes they you see they push out one and then it just rotten away and die. So it's a good place to start. Put them in the sun.
Yeah. And I had two of them, and I mean, it gets so big. I didn't know that it was my first time, but them plants got really huge. They take up a lot of room.
Yeah, they do. They definitely. Onion are essential to life. Yes, onion is something good. You should always. I always have onion.
Yeah.
I love onion.
So when I get ready to plant my onions, what do you recommend? Because I at the store they had like these little onion bulbs that you can plant. So
Mhm.
should I get those or just, I don't know, get an onion and cut it up, put it out there? I don't know.
Well, you know how you could plant onion. You see that? You know what? I have a video, right? I
Hmm.
have a video where I cut a onion bottom, one onion bottom, and
Hmm.
put it in a sacks,
Hmm.
and it push out four sprout
Oh.
from that one onion, four sprout. I cut up the four sprout,
Hmm.
plant them separate, and I get 10 onions from that one onion bottom.
I'm gonna definitely go watch that video.
Yeah, so you see the onion you use? Don't the bottom, don't throw that away. The
Hmm.
part we have the root,
That you cut off? Yeah.
don't throw that away. You put that in some water.
Hmm.
You could put that in some water and they're gonna gather roots and you plant it.
Yeah.
So that's a way you can save, you can plant your onion. Even the bulbs, I mean you could get the bulbs
Hmm.
and you choke them like at least an inch deep.
Hmm.
And that's be wonderful for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do some onion, cause and just different stuff that I like to cook. So, but yeah, but like you said, it's important that we start growing our own food. You eating organic. You know what's in your food. And it's a wonderful thing to just walk outside in your backyard and just pick stuff from your own backyard. And I see you be out there picking all kind of stuff. I'm like, what is he gonna cook? So now you got to do some episodes where you pick the garden and you cook and show us what you're cooking.
Yeah, yes, I have a video where I cut the wood. I did a video because I just want to
Hmm.
inspire people
Yeah,
the
you
ways
are
how you
definitely
could
doing
just live without certain things.
that.
The video is about I going in the bush, cut the wood,
Hmm.
come catch the fire, walk in the garden, harvest what I want to cook, wash it, clean it up, and cook it right there. So that is just for help motivate people because
Hmm.
we could survive without a lot of things.
Yeah,
Good night, Cassandra Delight. How are you? And thank you for being here. Yes.
So what because I know you have a lot of stuff. So because and I shared the broadcast so some people can see it on my Facebook page. So
Thank
just for the
you.
ones that's watching, kind of let them know what all type of some of the things that you grow for people who are interested in gardening.
Okay. Well, I grow so much things.
I know you got a lot of it. I'm like, man, he just got it all. I'm
I
like,
grow
that's
so
a
much.
store right there.
Yes, I grow Edos. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Edos.
Edos, no.
Okay, but all right. Edos, I'll explain it in a minute. Edos, dashing, Tanya, cabbage, garlic, five different type of peppers,
Mm,
squash, zucchini, basil, lemongrass. Oh
I
man,
love
so many
lemongrass.
herbs I can't even call. Black eyed peas. I'm growing black eyed peas as well for the first time.
Hmm.
And what else? So much sometimes I don't remember.
I
I'm
know
planting
you.
banana as well.
I see you walking through. So how big is your garden? Yours look like it's huge. I'm like you, and you have like your set up.
It is huge. It is huge. Let me see. I believe it's about, let me see. Where I plant, I believe it's about quarter acre where I plant.
Or the acre.
That's
Yeah,
where I put the food.
because I see you had some sections kind of with like some little blocks. You
Yeah,
know,
it's like raised bed. Like, yeah, yeah, I
raised bed.
separated.
Hmm.
The reason why I do that is because, okay, somebody, Mama just sub to your YouTube channel, so that's awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mama J. That's wonderful. So you could also check out Mama J. She plant food as well.
Oh, she do. Oh, wow.
Yeah, she plant food as well. Most people up in here plant food as well.
Yeah, I know they're learning a lot from you because just since I've connected and started watching your channel, I know it's helped me with gardening and stuff. And I'm like, okay,
Thank you
now I
so
know
much.
what to do with this, and I'm gonna plant that, and anything that I think about planting, I go through your list to see if I can see a video that you've done on it, so I can like get some tips for planting and growing stuff because I like again, I think it's so important. And I'm so glad that someone encouraged me to garden. It's one of the best decisions that I've made to garden, and because you're eating more healthier. And in order for us to survive, we got to make sure we're eating healthy. And you know, if it's in your garden, it doesn't have a bunch of pesticides in it.
Yeah,
You know it's fresh. You know it's not something that's old. You know it's just fresh, organic from your garden, and you know that you can trust it. And plus, um, I want mine to develop where I can just give some to other people as well. You know, I'm like I can't have all this. Let me, because I have another the lady that encouraged me to garden. Her garden, she did cucumbers, and it's like she's getting so many cucumbers. She's bringing me cucumbers every week.
wow.
So you know, you it'll grow in abundance where you have some where you can share with other people as well. Or if you have a store or something, you selling fresh products at your store. You know.
You know, that is so true because I give away so much. Because honestly, I could pick up a bowl every day
Hmm.
and go in the garden and come out with a bowl of food. So it's so much of what I'm doing now, I give away and I
Hmm.
also froze some. I froze and
Hmm.
I'm start canning as well.
Oh,
Because
canning as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get enough food that could last me till next spring. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to go to the store.
Yeah.
To have my
Exactly.
own food that I can eat.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what they do. They freeze them. So you could
Hmm.
freeze yours as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, I always believe in freezing stuff. I'm like, you know what? We can put this in the freezer. We're not gonna let nothing go to waste. It's gonna go in the freezer. Where are you located at?
well, I'm in Carolina and Georgia. I'm
Oh, okay.
both place.
Oh, okay.
I back and forth both places.
Back and forth. Okay.
Yes, yes. A matter of fact, I plant food both places.
Both places. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. And
yeah,
you're really passionate about it, which is good as well. And I
yeah.
mean, you're just doing a great work. I mean, I know you've helped me, but I know your channel has helped countless of people. So I just want to encourage you to just keep doing what you're doing, and that the results are really going to pay off for you.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna look up one day and like, God, how did I get here? Well, it's all the hard work that you put in, and you have a great heart. You like to, like you said, you like to give away stuff. You like to give and sow,
Yes,
and And
Yeah.
this channel that you're doing is a way that you're giving and sowing to people, because you're coming on here showing and teaching people how to garden and get started. Even if they just start with a few things and try it out. If anyone starts, they're going to want to keep going. Because
Yes.
once you
Yes.
start seeing the results of it, you're like, okay, let me go get something else. Like even some of my stuff that died, I'm like, you know what, it died. I'm just gonna go get something else. Let me try planting something else and see what works in my garden in my area.
And that's what's important. Wait, Angela Canvas Delight say, who is the guest? You could tell her who. You could she now coming, so you could tell her who you are.
Okay, well, my name is Sakina Moore. I'm an author. Um, my book is called Food in the Word, and my YouTube channel is also called Food in the Word. And I connected with Planter Gardener because uh, I recently started gardening this year, and I connected with him and started learning a lot from his channel. But I'm an author, and then I have my YouTube channel where I do two cooking shows on the channel. One is called Cooking with Kina, where I teach Bible study, and we cook and we teach. And then I have a show called Cooking with Kids, where we have young cooks come on the show, and they love to cook. Last Saturday, I had a young lady came on, and she wanted to do some German chocolate cupcakes. So we did homemade cupcakes, and just different stuff like that. We Everything that we cook on the show, we cook from scratch. We make it ourselves. I think even when you're cooking, it's important to cook stuff yourself instead of buying all of this processed food. You go to the store and you buy cakes and different stuff. It's so much better if you cook it yourself. You know what you're getting in your food. If you go to the store and buy something, you don't know what's in there. And just making sure you're cooking fresh stuff, stuff that's organic, versus just going and buying stuff that's frozen at the store that you don't know what they're putting in there. You don't know what they're adding in there for it to have a long shelf life. Because if you have something and it doesn't expire for 5, 6 years, okay, what are they putting in here to make it um, preserve that long? So, but yeah, I'm just excited about just everything. So I'm trying to read some of the comments.
Oh yeah. Simple Soto, I really would appreciate some Scotch bonnet pepper seeds.
Pepper seeds.
I don't have none right now, but I have a lot of plants. I have a lot of plants, so I will have a lot of seeds coming very soon. So if I can help you in any way, I definitely will.
Mhm. So
And
for
I'm not. Okay, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm having a giveaway. I'm giving away a bunch. Somebody will be lucky to get seed from every plant I grow.
Oh, that's
You'll be
that's
able to get
awesome.
some seed from them. That'll
Oh,
be in October.
in October, that okay,
Get
that's
them
good.
prepared for next spring.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna connect with you. I'm gonna send you since you're giving away that, I'll send you a couple of books, and you can put that in your giveaway package as well.
Oh,
And
that's wonderful.
yeah, and keep one for yourself. To give away. And
Okay.
that's good. You giving away seeds, and and that's another thing I wanted to ask you about your seeds. With your plants, especially the ones that have seeds. How do you preserve the seeds?
Well, what I do sometimes, oh, I have none the joy. Like the jar that they put the canned food into, like
Mm-hmm.
I use those jars and save my seed, and I think they do a wonderful job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they do a wonderful job. Some people say they put them in the fridge, but I use these jars, and these jars done wonderful for me. The same jar you use for the food,
Mm.
you use that, and that keep your seed well. That's where I put my seed. I have seeds from a line of 10 years, over 10 years.
Oh,
When I,
wow.
yeah, when I say a line of over 10 years, the same plants, for over 10 years, the same plants produce seed, plants produce seed. So I have a whole over 10 years line in seeds.
Mm.
Yeah, so I have some, these days you have to save seed because in a few years we don't know if you will be able to get seed. You might be able to get the food with no seeds inside of them.
Mm. Yeah, that's what I heard someone else said before too, that in the future, we may not be able to have access to seeds. So with your plants, that bear seeds, don't be just throwing the seeds away, especially like with your bell peppers and stuff. I used to always take the seeds out and throw them in the trash. And I'm like, why am I throwing these seeds in the trash? I need to keep these seeds.
No, you save every seed you got.
Hmm.
So I want to ask you this. To get your book,
Hmm.
how do you get your book?
Well, my book is available on. I'm gonna hold it up. It's available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. It's available. You can also get it on my website. If you go to my channel, Food in the Word, it's a link up there where you can access the website, and it'll take you to the book. But it's available on Amazon, and it's also available at Barnes and Nobles as well.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right. So yeah, we know. I'm definitely gonna get one of those books because I know you have some interesting stuff up inside it. And,
Yeah.
and I like how you see this is the thing. This is why I like to encourage people. Because from your friend encourage you into gardening,
Hmm.
here you goes and start gardening and loving it too.
Yeah.
I just enjoy the food.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I do not, the way I grow my food, I don't use no form of chemical, nothing. You know what I use for to make my compost is like the rotten leaves, the
Hmm.
rotten tree trunk. These are the things I use. And
Oh.
you'll be surprised using these things for a few years, the kind of soil they create for you. When you walk through the garden, your garden look green and fresh, just like because none of those chemicals,
Hmm.
none of those chemicals. So I try to encourage people to try to grow your food natural. But the first step, start to create your compost naturally. Stay away from the chemicals.
Yeah. I think I've seen one of yours where you had like the little mushrooms and you was like the soil was good or something.
Right, right,
And
right.
and what I did, I made a mistake. So like when I first started gardening and I seen all those little mushrooms in there and I pulled them out. I'm like, what is all these mushrooms in there? I pulled them out. I didn't know you were supposed to just leave them in there because
Yeah,
the soil was good, but I didn't know. And I was just plucking them out and throwing them away, which I should have just left them in there because I didn't know. But then when I seen your episode you did, I was like, I should have left them in
yeah,
there.
no, I leave them. I leave them through the bushes by me there. I got to do a video because I notice a lot of them is growing up. They're
Hmm.
growing up so nice, all different colors. I mean, I'm seeing colors I never seen before
Hmm.
with the mushroom, but I'm not sure which kind could eat and which kind cannot eat. So that's
Yeah.
something I got to be aware of.
Yeah.
They're looking so good.
Yeah. I know it. I like mushrooms too, but I don't know if I'll eat any of them because I'm like, I don't know which one's a good eater.
Right, right, right. Okay. Wow. It's always a blessing that we all can share and learn from each other. And I'm excited to know that you watch my videos them and you able to gain something from them, because that's why I do them anyway, that
Mm-hmm.
people could learn something, because we all go food differently,
Yeah.
but you can always learn something. And the thing is, you have to, if you're out there and you really want to know gardening, you
Mm-hmm.
have to find someone or a few people that really know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you follow everybody,
Yeah.
you will get confused and you mightn't even start, because too much information.
Yeah, that's true.
Too much information can keep you from even starting, because you're listening to, you're listening everywhere and it's
Mm-hmm.
confusing you. I remember I was in a room and we was talking, and so much information about gardening was happening, and someone saying in the chat, too much information, I'm getting confused. So you got to limit yourself if you really want to learn, because everybody have so much information. If
Mm-hmm.
you listen to everybody, you might not even begin, because it's so much to learn from,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, that's true. It can confuse you, and that's on anything, any subject. If you're getting too much information from different sources, you'll find yourself confused because someone say do it this way, then someone say no, don't do it this way, do it
Right,
that way. You know,
right,
but you got to make sure you get someone that's trusted and you can see the results of what they've been doing
right.
and glean information from them, because some people will just talk and say stuff, but they're not even providing, real true information based on their results. They're gleaning off someone else's. But when someone like you who's been doing it, you're able to show your results, what you're doing, and you're able to help people and to say, hey, do it this way, try it this way, and plus when you see someone that enjoys it really makes a difference.
That is so true. That is so true. Good night, everyday life of an OC district. Thank you for being here. You know what I realize? A lot of these people who does be on these apps
Hmm.
don't even have a garden, and you know what I'm saying, and they want to make it so complicated. Because I was listening to this guy on the app the other night, and
Hmm.
he trying to tell me that what I need to put in soil for my plants to grow healthy. So I'm telling you, I need to put anything in my soil. All I need is rotten leaf, chichong, and that's it.
Hmm.
What you telling me there, I don't need that. But
Hmm.
he trying to convince me. So I said, do you have a garden? No, I'm planning to start one. So
Well,
I
how
said,
do you know?
how? You trying to convince me
Yeah,
about what
and you've been gardening for years. You know what's
exactly.
the rotten leaves and the tree trunks is what's been working and it's been producing every year. So why
That's
would you
it.
listen to someone that's not producing anything?
Exactly.
And that's how it is. Some people will have so much advice on stuff that they're not even doing themselves. And what you
Exactly.
said was so profound that you can't be getting information from everywhere. Some
No,
people
it
get
is
information
so
from
true.
people who are not even putting the work in. You're not
Exactly.
even doing anything, but you
Exactly.
gonna tell someone else how to do something, but you're not even doing
Exactly. I learned that the other night when he telling me what I should use. And I'm saying, no, I don't need to use that. So just a mind tell me, ask him if he have a garden. No, no, I'm getting ready to start one.
it.
Okay.
And he don't even have a garden, but he's telling you what to put in
Exactly.
yours to grow your plants. It's like, where's your garden?
Exactly.
You don't have one. That's crazy.
Exactly. Somebody, I just harvest my first small pumpkin and got 440 seed
Oh
after
wow.
feeding some of the dogs and chickens. Damn, that's a lot of seed, man. Wow.
Yeah, that
Awesome.
is.
Oh, wow. That is nice. With someone asked me to put the link in the chat. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna invite someone else. Maybe there's someone maybe have some information to share. So,
Okay.
all right. Okay, the link is in the chat.
I'm
Can come
trying
up
to
and share
share.
some information. Yeah.
Let me share this. I'm trying to share this to something else.
Yeah. So this you see the thing about me with gardening, right?
Hmm.
I like to show and prove at the same time. I don't just want to be talking and no action.
Hmm.
So in the spring, I was talking a lot in the spring about how to plant,
Hmm.
how to grow your food. Do you know I have pepper trees 7 feet tall?
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Did a video too. Yes, post a video yesterday when I have a pepper tree 7 feet tall.
Wow.
So these are proof, and these are things I've been telling people. Growing pepper tree over your head. So now I'm showing these things. Then I'm also showing how much I harvest. So so talking one thing and showing the other, but I'm talking and showing exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So that's what makes what
Yeah.
I'm saying makes sense.
Yeah. It makes the difference, because you have results behind what you're saying, and some people just do a lot of talking, but they have nothing to show for what they're talking about. They just making a bunch of sound. You know.
Oh, you know what? They're asking for your link. Oh, it's your link they're asking for. Can you drop the link for the guest? Oh, they need your link, your
Oh,
YouTube channel link.
okay. Let me see if I can find
Drop it
it.
in the chat.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Mhm. Let me see. What is this link? Let me put my glasses on, my reading glasses on, so I can see. Right, where did I put it? Where is
Yes, guys. So you know how we do it already.
it?
We love God and we
Oh
really.
yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. This, like I said, gardening is going to be something. It's going to be a part of my lifestyle now. I don't know about anybody else, but once
Yeah,
since I've started gardening, it's not something I'm going to stop. It's something that I'm going to always do. You know, I'm going to, and then next year I'll do even more and do better, because next year I'll be gardening from experience, and
right, right.
I'll know some things that worked and some that didn't work, and I have an idea of what I should plant that works better for my area. Next time I do my zucchinis, I'll know, to kind of prune them some so they won't get overcrowded,
Right.
so that they'll have some room to breathe. Because I think the other ones died because they grew so big and they just didn't have any breeding room, because
Yes.
they really took over. They was huge. I'm like, I didn't know those zucchini plants were going to get that big.
Yes.
But
Yes.
they okay, here's the but they
Oh,
they got pretty big. So all right. But yeah, next year in the spring when I start, I will be gardening from experience.
good, good,
I
good.
think I think this year I, I don't know. I think I might have started late, but it's okay as long as I started. As long as you start, that's
Yeah,
with
that's
anything.
true.
Yeah, that's with anything. As long as you start,
Hmm.
if you start, then yeah, as long as you start, you're good. It's better to start and keep trying than to never start anything again.
Yeah,
To
that
never
is
start
true.
or do anything.
That is true. Amos, oh, thank you, Audrey, living life. Yes, Audrey, you've been following me for a while now. You've been following me from since, yeah, you've been following me from since I start planting for real. For this year, she been Audrey, she was following me, so she know that all that I talk about and
Hmm.
what I'm showing now is facts I was talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not just talking because I want to talk. Because now my garden is definitely showing.
Yeah, you definitely got the results. When you look at your garden and look at your videos, you can definitely see the results on there for your work. And I like how you go out and you talk to us and you just show us different things when you're out in your garden. I like how you just go out and say, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this and I'm gonna pick that," and you give
Right,
us tips on when things are ready to be picked and where
right,
to it was one video, I think it was the tomatoes. You was showing us how to prune the which leaves to cut. You was like, no, don't,
right,
this one is not, don't cut this one, cut this one. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one again. But you was showing us which limbs to cut off the tomatoes,
right,
to make sure they have enough room to grow, and you don't want to cut the limb that's gonna produce the flower buds. You don't want to make the
right.
mistake and cut the wrong one. And you was guiding us and showing us which one. And a
Yeah,
lot of people don't do that. They will just show you, oh, I got this and I picked this. But
right.
you really take your time and explain and show us detail. How do we know something is right? Because I know a lot of people might have that question. Well, how do I know this is ripe? How do I know when to pick this? And how do I know when this is ready? And that's one
Right,
thing I like about your channel is that you explain that and show us, hey, this is ready. You know, this is ready by this. This is how you can tell this is ready. So I really appreciate that you really go in detail, and you just not one that does the talk. You're a teacher. You teach and show,
thank
so
you.
that's really good.
I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Because that's my motive really, is to help people develop faster.
Hmm.
Because the thing about it is gardening is something, if you could get the right person to really sit down with you and really let teach you certain things, you could
Hmm.
develop a lot faster, because the things you're gonna be have to learn and figure out, they're already telling you. So it's like
Yeah.
you're ahead. You're ahead. So that's all I'm trying to do, help. Because I see my parents was helping people,
Hmm.
and I see the benefit from helping people. So now to me, I'm enjoy doing it however I can.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you're helping people and doing something you enjoy doing, you will always get a good reward because it's going to always come back to you. Someone is always going to help you,
That's
and
true.
knowledge is powerful. And like you said, it gives us like a one up because we're able to learn from someone who's been doing it.
Right.
And we don't have to, it's some things that we don't have to go through or experience when we're watching your videos and learning from the things that you're showing us, because when we're out gardening, we'll be thinking about it. Oh, I watched this video, he said do it this way. We have a little bit more experience when we're doing it.
Yeah.
Just like next year when I plant some stuff, I have a little bit more experience. I know which plants need more water and some don't. I have some they just want a little mist on them every morning.
Right.
Others you don't have to do anything to them. But watching your videos, I love the way you just really give good tips and stuff. and you point and you show. Some videos you watch, they don't really go into detail, and show you how to do something, or it takes them a long time to get to the point. And you're like, okay, can you get to the point that I'm trying to, can you get to it?
Right,
But you from the jump, you're like, okay, I'm in the garden. Let me see what we're gonna plant today. Pick today, and you just
right,
go through. Or when you're planting, you show us how to space stuff apart and how to cut up, like the potatoes. You was cutting them, and you told us to make sure the eye was right.
right.
You planted all those potatoes, and you like,
Oh wow. You
yes,
really, I know you watch my videos there.
yeah, I've been watching.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been
Man,
watching.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've been sharing them and watching them and learning a lot. So I've definitely been learning. So you are helping a lot of people. So if no one tells you, we appreciate you. Keep up the good work.
Oh
Keep doing what
wow.
you're doing. God is really going to bless you tremendously. I just can't wait to see how things begin to develop in your life, because some great things are going to happen for you, because you have a servant's heart and you want to help people, and good things are definitely going to come back to you and be your portion. So I'm excited about where God is going to take you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Yes, I'm so excited, man. I'm just happy, especially when new gardeners just begin, because right now I'm helping. Well, I built three raised bed for three different people in the community,
Mhm.
and I plant some herbs for them, and I take care of them,
Mhm.
and then I just leave them. So now it's more harvesting. They just harvesting from them. And
Mm.
they're so thankful for what
Mhm.
I did. So I'm trying for next year do that for three other people.
Yeah.
I'm basically trying to spread. I even,
Yes.
I even open. I have my YouTube a membership, which is $1.99. a
Okay.
dollar 99 a month. That really, shout out to all the members that support the membership. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I'm definitely going to subscribe. I didn't even see that. When
Yeah.
did you put that on there?
No, it's my membership. If you go to the channel, you go see the membership where you can join.
Okay, I see that there.
Yeah, so it's like $1.99, because this is to give
Welcome.
back. This is basically every year to give back
Mhm.
to somebody.
And $1.99. I mean,
And
you
then
spend, you spend more than that, you lose that in change.
exactly. And with the $1.99, you're gonna have access to certain videos
Mhm.
with lots of you understand. Then you could contact me. Then I can give you coaching.
That's good.
I can give you coaching within that for $1.99 a month. But that money goes back to a new gardener.
Mm.
That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm building raised bed. Every year I'm trying to add
Three raised bed. That's
three
good.
raised bed for someone, for different people. And then I want to give away some seeds. I'm just trying to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you just helping and you giving back, and that's good. I think next year when I start gardening, I think I'm gonna do some raised beds too. Get someone to go out there and do some, and I'm just gonna extend my garden, because I did just one section just since I was starting off, but I'm gonna make a bigger section.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I used to just do the in the ground, right?
hmm
But why I start to use raised bed is because like the woods them.
Mm-hmm.
It's because when the rain come, the garden is like on a slope. So
Mm-hmm.
when the rain come and I put my little compost around the plant, the rain will wash away all the compost.
Yeah, my backyard is kind of a little slant too.
Right. So so a raised bed will be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And do you cut your yard?
Yeah.
Those clippings that you cut your yard with is good to train your raised bed.
Okay.
Yeah, and even the leaf that fall from your trees
Yeah. Put
is
in the ring.
good. Yeah, every winter you throw them in the raised bed.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I use. And that's all I use. And could you imagine, just put it this way, could you imagine you growing food from dirt and leaves and grass?
Mm.
Nothing else. You ain't add no fertilizer. You ain't
Mm.
add nothing, no chemical. Could you imagine the kind of food you're growing?
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, healthy food, tasty food.
Because you don't know what's in the fertilizer. You know, when you're buying soil and fertilizer, you just really don't know what's in it.
You know what? Like like someone was telling me the other day, one of those stores had a sale
Mm-hmm.
and man, half price, and everybody was running to buy the compost.
Mm.
I don't even want to call the name of the company, but I know the company, and the company have they have fertilizer in their compost.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes for the first year, your plants might grow and look big to you, but that chemical is destroying your soil.
Mm.
So it's best you see like how you as a new gardener,
Mm-hmm.
just keep creating your compost with leaves,
Mm-hmm.
rotten tree trunk, and you're gonna create such a soil you would not believe.
Mm.
This chemical kill your soil, and that's no joke. I mean, chemical what the job chemical done.
Mm-hmm.
In any farm, chemical is not good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Chemicals are not good. They will destroy your food. And I never thought about the chemicals in the soil. You know, I just thought about, when they're out there spraying all the different chemicals and pesticides and
yeah,
stuff like that. But I never thought about the chemicals that's in the soil that you buy, that's in the compost, that
yes,
you buy.
yes,
So that's
yes,
this that, and see that's why you're so good at what you do, because you're educating us, letting us know, hey, watch out because this stuff has chemicals in it too. Why
yeah,
go buy this stuff when you can just cut your grass, get your leaves, and make your own compost, mix it with your soil, and let
exactly,
it soak up all the nutrients and regenerate itself.
exactly, exactly. And when you build your soil like that, it lasts for a long time. You ain't got to, just keep adding it every year.
Hmm.
Every year you keep adding it, and the soil keep regenerating for itself. Sometimes you could even add some ashes to it.
Hmm.
Like if you burn in whatever, water, whatever, you burn leaves, you could sprinkle that inside your raised bed as well.
Hmm.
And all that will help regenerate your soil every year. So now you have such a wonderful soil that you can't even believe that everything you chuck in that soil grows.
Mm.
Yeah. So
That's good.
yes, I'm about eating healthy, growing healthy food, and that's all I'm about. And if anyone interested in learning how to make their own compost and how to do it, I have no problem sharing.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real good. Yeah, because information is power. Sometimes just knowledge, information can take you further than money, because you can have some money and then all your money is gone. But if you have
True.
information and knowledge, it can help you obtain more resources
Exactly.
that will
Exactly.
sustain you a little bit further.
Exactly. That's
Mhm.
true.
You
That's
may have money to go out and buy some seeds and some compost, but when your money's gone and you don't have money to go buy more seeds, but if you have the knowledge and someone teach you and train you, hey, you don't have to buy all this. You
yeah.
can store your own seeds and make your own compost. And guess what? You're not spending your money on stuff that you don't need, because
Definitely.
you're using what's already in your hands, what you already have. Things that we don't take time to realize, that we already have what we need in our backyard.
Yeah.
The plants that we have, they're already producing the seeds that we need. And so
Yeah.
many times we don't think, we just, like me, I was just throwing those seeds away. But now I'm gonna keep those seeds. Why am I throwing these seeds away? I'm gonna keep these seeds and store them, and then I'll have seeds for the next season, because seeds are
Right.
getting high. I'm like,
Yeah.
these seeds is high. Why is the seeds so high?
That is true. That is
Yes.
definitely true.
So thank you. I'm definitely going to join the community and continue to share with a few other people that I know that garden, because I know you've helped me and you've been beneficial to me as well. So I'll
All right.
definitely continue to share it on my Facebook pages and my Instagram. Well, I don't know if I can share it. I can share it on Twitter and
All right. Thank
Facebook.
you. I appreciate that. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because, it's a lot of, well, if you really want to know information, you have to watch my videos.
Mm-hmm.
Because every video I do, I place a lot of information up inside them. Whatever I'm doing, there's a lot of information I'm
Mm-hmm.
sharing. So just watching it will help you in some form or the other to
Oh, yeah.
become better, especially if you're trying to grow food a natural way.
Mm-hmm.
It's so that's what my channel is built on: growing food the natural way.
Yeah. And more people are going that way too, which is good. I'm glad more people are going into garden, and I'm so glad the person that kept asking me about it, that I finally started doing it, and I'm I'm just glad I started, because I'm getting the results from it just from starting it this first year. So just imagine next year when I, continue gardening, and watching more of your videos and then having more experience doing it. Just imagine how much more I'll have next year when I'm, you know,
Definitely,
gardening and
definitely.
planting and putting different stuff out in the garden. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yes,
And like
yes.
you said, I'm a next year, and then you gave me a good idea too. Next year, when I do it, to can some stuff, and also to freeze some stuff. Why go to the store and buy canned goods when you can have your own garden and just can your own stuff?
Right,
And I
right.
know I think it was at some store I seen one time where they had like a canning a little kit that show you how to can and stuff.
Mhm.
Just invest in stuff like that. Um,
Right. It makes sense.
and then you have your own stuff, and it's still fresh, organic, versus you going in the store buying canned goods and they're full of sodium, or you don't know what's all in there.
Right, right, right.
And you don't know who hands been on it.
Exactly. It's true. It's true. It's true. We really got to look at, I've been looking at these things for a long time. I've been observing. I said, nah, I'm growing my own food, and I do not want no form of chemical around them.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm growing my food, it gotta be healthy.
Yeah.
Or it's better I go to the store and buy the food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people, if they're growing food and it's not, they don't get the product from the store, they don't feel like they're growing any food.
Mm-hmm.
It have to come from the store. So I don't know, but for me, I try to stay away from the stores then.
Yeah. Do you have a Facebook page, or are you just on Instagram?
Yeah, yes, I do have Facebook. Same Plant a Garden, Plant a Garden,
Planter Garden. Okay.
Plant a Garden TV. Yeah, let me see.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, yes, I have a Facebook that I post from
Okay.
time to time. I have a Facebook group as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever go live on your Facebook channel?
Mm, I think I did that one time. I think I did it one time from my garden, but I don't get good internet in my garden at all.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I understand. But like when you, yeah, like when you're at home, or like now when you're doing these, you can, you know, you can stream to Facebook and the other ones at the same time.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, like with the StreamYard, um, I
Right, right, okay.
yeah, yeah, like when I'm doing live my cooking show, I'll stream it live to my Facebook pages and YouTube at the same time. It'll let you
Okay.
you
All right.
that way you could reach more people, because more people, need to hear what you're talking about, and then you can tell them about your videos, and then they can, go watch them, and then they can subscribe to it, to
Okay,
subscribe
okay.
as well.
Okay, all right. I will start to try that. I will do that next time. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That make a lot of sense.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'm so glad to have you.
yeah. Thank you
Don't
so
want to
much
keep
for
you.
having me on.
Yes. Don't want to keep you too long. I really appreciate you coming over, sharing the information. New gardener, but you loving it and you're gonna keep pushing. I love to hear that. I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming
Well,
over.
well, thank you again. I'm gonna reach out to you tomorrow so I can send you some of the books so you can give away with your when you do your seed giveaway.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that.
All right. God bless everyone. Thank you guys
All
for
right.
and thank you for having me on. Bye bye.
No problem. Peace and blessing to you. All right, guys. How you guys doing? What's going on? Thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to bring someone every week to share some information, whatever information, something to uplift us. I really appreciate that, man. Yes, David. Yes, man. Nice people. I really appreciate that. She come over and share some information. And I all about supporting. Listen me, that's me. I all about supporting people and help. If I'm supporting you, I'm supporting you. If I'm helping, I'm helping. Because she have a book. She have a book out. You know what I mean? And I mean, if you have a book out and I can bring you on my platform to share, you know, that you can share that with people. Who knows? Maybe somebody might watch the video, somebody might buy a book from her. You just never know, man. You just never know. So I believe in supporting and helping however I can. That's the truth. If you're supporting, you're just supporting. You're helping, you're just helping. You know? So that's what I do, man. If I see somebody and they have a product, they want it promote, if I can bring you on my channel for a little time for promote your product, that's cool with me. Blessing will, listen me, man. Blessing comes. Let me watch. It might sound crazy, but blessing comes sometime when you least expect it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just try to do good. Just try to help people however you can. Just be yourself, and blessing gonna flow. Blessing come in many ways. It ain't gotta be money. Yes, money is thing because you could use money and buy something. But at the same time, if you have a bag of money and a fire hit and burn up the money, you lose everything. But blessing comes in all different forms. So helping each other, man, it's a blessing. Thank you, Miss Audrey. I truly appreciate that. I try to help however I can, man, because I see the blessing that poured out from my parents. They was giving away everything. Oh my goodness. There was, let me tell you how my parents was so giving. We have a bunch of banana in our yard, banana growing in our yard, and every day people come in for Hana banana, and they giving them. These people wasn't asking for like a sucker, a baby. They wasn't asking for that, which was the wisest thing to do. Ask for the baby, the sucker, the small banana that you could take home and plant and have your own banana tree that you ain't got to ask nobody. They wasn't doing that. They were so comfortable asking for the Hana banana because why? They know they're gonna get it. So because they know that my parents gonna give them, they don't. There's no need for them to plant a banana tree. And I see the blessings, man. I see the blessing. So just help people how you can. Not telling you to give away everything you have, but just help however you can. Blessing will always come to you. For real. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support, man. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for sitting with me for all these hours. Truly appreciate you guys. But don't forget, having a seed giveaway in October. And the lady said she might send over some books. So keep in mind that on a Thursday in October, we're gonna have a celebration. Somebody's supposed to be smiling as with a wide smile. But I want it to be a gardener. Somebody who wanna plant some food. Not just somebody who wanna just get them and throw them in a corner. Somebody who actually gotta use them. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Audrey, what's going on? You planning and plant a fall garden or you waiting for the spring? Take care, David, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. All right. Blessings. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope to see you guys next week. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next Thursday. Okay, what me say? All right. I'm planning to get something in the ground ASAP. Were you trying to get some well, right now you edibles. Okay, all right, okay. So you have seeds and stuff? You have seeds? You start setting seeds? All right, guys. I have some seed. I have some seed. Most of my material are between stage. Oh, okay, I understand. All right. Okay, I'm gonna gather some for you. I don't know if I was able to get them over to you because I'm kind of busy, but whenever I can, I'm gonna definitely save some for you. All right. All right, guys. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Peace, love, and blessing to each and every one of you. All right. Good night. Peace.